Shalom. It's like it. Shalom. Shalom, Yisrael. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. While Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your household. So like it. Peace and blessings be unto your households. Our name is your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And this quick lesson, just going to get into that the Lord doesn't care about how you feel. So are you going to obey him or not? Right? Because there's just two counts I was pretty much looking at or thinking about, meditating about as well. And we're going to get into them how, the Lord, he did some things that being in his flesh, you'd be like, man, I don't know. I don't know about this one. It doesn't feel good. And you're not going to want to do it. And these are just examples because the Lord got his reasons for doing both of these accounts, of course. But, it's just, if it was you put in that situation, it's you have to look at it like, man, would you do it? If the Lord told you to do this, it just really pretty much goes to how, Lord, rather obedience than sacrifice, man. Are you going to be obedient to the Lord or not? Despite on how you feel on the situation. Hell, Abraham, that's another example. I could have got that, but, I'll probably just kind of quote it. But these two examples I was really thinking of, I'm going to go ahead and get it. I'm going to start off with Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 24. And I'm going to go at verse 16. And the title says, Death of Ezekiel's wife is a sign. Right? Is a sign. Because Lord, obviously we're finna get into, well, I won't say obviously, but yeah, we're finna get into how the Lord took away Ezekiel's wife. Right? And it was for a reason though. I'm going to go ahead and get Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 16. It says, Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with the stroke. Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down. Forbear to cry, make no mourning for the dead, bind the tire of thine head upon thee, and put on thy shoes upon thy feet, and cover not thy lips, and eat not the bread of men. So this is, man, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, pretty much telling them, hey, man, I'm finna get ready to take away your wife, right? I'm finna, pretty much offer, right? I'm gonna offer, and I don't want you to cry or mourn about it or anything. He's like, dang, imagine, because, you got to put yourself in these situations because we're not exempt for something like this to happen to us. So the Lord told him, just don't cry, don't do nothing. Hey, put on your shoes and pretty much do pretty much move as normal, pretty much. And he was, tell him how Ezekiel was feeling when he heard that. Heart probably sunk to his stomach. Kind Lord, because Lord obviously gave him the strength to do it because he did it. He did it. But imagine how he was feeling about it. Did you really did you think the Lord cared about how he felt about it? No. Right? No, he didn't. Because if he did, he would have never took away his wife. Right? Because, you got to put yourself in that situation. If you have a wife and, she's actually doing right by you and whatnot, she's pleasing unto your eye. Because it says, I'm going to take away the desire of thee. So obviously, he was happy to have her and everything. But he took her away. So it's like, dang, and you don't want me to cry about it or mourn about it or nothing. Put on your shoes and do, hey, move as normal, pretty much, as if nothing happened. It's like, damn, man, Lord Cole, man, he ain't gonna play, man. Do what he say. I'm I'm gonna read Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 18. He says, "So I spake unto the people in the morning, and at even my wife died, and I did in the morning as I was commanded. And the people said unto me, Wilt thou not tell us what these things are to us, that thou doest so? Then I answered them, The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Speak unto the house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will profane my sanctuary, the excellency of your strength, the desire of your eyes, and that which your soul pitieth, and your sons and your daughters whom ye have left shall fall by the sword." So that was ultimately, it was just Ezekiel's wife pretty much dying was just a sign of what he was about to get ready to do to Israel. Right, as you see, he's about to take away their sons and their daughters, which is the desire of their eyes. But he just uses him taking away Ezekiel's wife as an example. You know, it's like, dang, man, Lord, like he don't play, bro. He don't play. Does not care about how you feel about it. Question is, are you going to do it or not? Because he'll get somebody else to do it. He don't care. He doesn't care. He don't need us for anything. We need him. Right? And Ezekiel, hey, he did it. Hey, through the power spirit, how about your own side? He did it. It's like, damn. You know? It's like, and it's really like I said, man, there's reasons behind it. You know? It was a sign for the nation of Israel. That what he was about to get ready to do to them. You know? I'm going to go ahead and get into this Hosea chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, when Yahweh first began speaking to Israel through Hosea, he said to him, this is in the NLT, by the way, Hosea 1 and 2. Start from the top. It says, when Yahweh first began speaking to Israel through Hosea, he said to him, Go and marry a prostitute, so that some of her children will be conceived in prostitution. This will illustrate how Israel has acted like a prostitute by turning against Yahweh and worshiping other gods. Right? Now, let's be honest, bro. In this day and age, which one of you wants to go marry a prostitute? Which is, marry, really means to pretty much have sex with them, because that's marriage. Let's be honest, who wants to do that? I know I don't. You know how many, rods these women are running through? Their pair bonding is shot completely. Like they can't pair bond at all. They've been with so many dudes, so many spirits. It's like, dang, but it was a reason behind it though. You're like, oh yeah, do this because this is gonna represent the nation of Israel, what they did to me. It's like, dang. Hosea probably was like, dang, like, of course, he understood, but it's like, dang, like, I gotta go gotta marry her. He got a kid. Yeah, he got a kid by her, right? Named Jezreel, as it goes down. Yeah, a daughter. Wait, no, a son. My bad. Son named Jezreel. I'm tripping. But yeah, man. How you think Hosea felt about that? Like, dang, like, let's be honest. Who wants to marry a prostitute? You sitting there because you got to take care of them. You still got to do your husband duties to that prostitute. You did all that. You get your rocks off, and now you got a kid by her, but she's a whole prostitute. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's later in this chapter that she, let me see. Dang it. Okay, it might be the next chapter. Yeah, okay, it's 2 and 5. Yeah, because I'm just getting it. Hosea 2 and 5. It says, "For their mother had played the harlot; she that conceived them have done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, mine oil and my drink." Right? Because she's a prostitute, meaning, guess what? She had other men she was dealing with. Right? So who will want to not only, have to deal with her, but to have kids by her? And he had multiple kids. Hosea had multiple kids with her. But it was all for the little will of the Lord, of course. But like, let's be honest, who wants to do any of that? Do you think Hosea was like just ecstatic about, like, oh yeah, I'm finna go to the prostitute, I'm finna go crazy? Yeah, no, hell no. He was not happy about that. But guess what? Still did what the Lord told him to do. Right? And like I said, man, you got to put yourself, what if this was you? Would you have done that? I mean, the answer should be yeah, of course. But you can really apply it to your life now, man. Whatever the Lord got you going through, whatever the Lord he wants you to do, or you do it ultimately. Just do it. It is what it is. Because guess what? There's going to be a time where we're going to have everything. Right now, we gotta deal with it. Right? We got to deal with these women. Because pretty much majority of them, damn near all of them, damn near, are harlots. And if they're not, if they're virgins, their minds are fucked up because of this place. Right? Or Lord, he could just take away something. He'll take away something from you that you actually really like. And it's for his purpose. And it sucks, right? It don't feel good. You don't want that. But the Lord said, man, I don't give a damn. You gonna serve me or not? You gonna feed my sheep or not? Because he got his reasons for doing it. He ain't gotta explain shit to us, man. Right? He didn't even have to explain that to Hosea. If he really didn't want to, he didn't have to. Hell, Abraham, that's the example right there. Abraham, he didn't explain to Abraham. Well, he ultimately didn't take away Isaac. He tested him. He tested him by telling Abraham, "Hey man, go ahead, kill Isaac." Abraham, you knew how he felt about it. He's like, "Dang, this is it's my heir." This is what the promises are coming through this lineage. But scripture goes to how he believed that he could just raise them up. So, but even then, like, we're in the flesh, bro. If they was in the flesh too, they they had emotions that came with that. Oh man, my only son. Nah, the Lord, he could just raise him back up. Fuck it. Sitting there getting around his son, start getting not even being happy, being sad because he knows he's gonna have to pretty much, off him. So it's like, dang, man. And he was about to do it. And the angel stopped him. Nah, okay, you proving that you're obedient to Yahweh Shem Shah. Because that's what it all boils down to, man. It doesn't matter how you feel about any of this. Are you gonna do what the I don't want to say what the hell, but are you gonna do what he told you to do or not? Yes, you're going through it. Yes, you might be low on money. Yes, you ain't got the woman you want. Yeah, you ain't got the car you want. You ain't got the job you want. You ain't got shit really. But are you going to serve the Lord? Are you still going to feed his sheep? Or are you still going to do what's commanded of you? Because it's really all it boils to at the end of the day. All right? I'm going to go ahead and get 1 Samuel chapter 15. And we'll get verse 22. Straight to the point. It says, and Samuel said, hath Yahweh as a great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of Yahweh? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams. So it's better for you to be obedient unto Yahweh Shem Shah than to provide any sacrifice, right? Because in this, chapter, it just goes into how Saul pretty much, this is when Saul, the Lord took his spirit off of Saul. right? Wait. Yeah. Took his spirit off of Saul. Okay. Because he didn't want to kill all of the Amalekites as he was commanded. So if you don't want to do what the Lord commands you to do, he's just going to take his spirit off you. Simple as that. Right? No matter how you feel about it, it is what it is. We're here to suffer anyway. We on punishment. So it's like what you expect. But yeah, man, that was the really point of the lesson. As the title we had for this lesson, man, the Lord doesn't care about how you feel. Are you going to obey him or not? Simple as that, because that's what it boils down to. But anyways, Lord willing, I was edified. I'm ending it out by saying Ka Hala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Grand Millstone. Until next time I say, Shalom, Yesharala.